Shawn, you can pit. You can pit. Over.
All right, so this is my first sprint at the last days of summer at AMP, 4-hour enduro. This kart's pretty good, pretty happy with it. Shawn did a great job. We were actually DFL on the starting grid, and I think we are running 15th here. But look closely, you'll notice there's a post in my way. That's a problem in a second here.
You were doing great, man.
I didn't run him over. It's always weird the first time you come out here because you get this great downhill to get up to speed so you don't get clobbered. There was nobody coming. But when you get down to 16 or something, it's always kind of terrifying. You're like 1, 2, 3. Don't spin out. Everybody spins out. So this kart was a little pushy. Didn't want to turn on the last turn, and drifted pretty heavy. But top end was good, so had a pretty good time. Really hot this thing, really crazy. So you can see this one drifts out bad on this corner. I get a kart. My second kart is much better this time. And we'd run some practice laps the night before and ran into a guy named Drew. Now, Drew and his teammate, can't remember your name, sorry, brother. I probably can't pronounce it. Drew gave us some pointers on... Oh, sorry, I'm about to get past. Yeah. Light class guys, heavy class guys, it's not fair. Anyway. Drew gave us some pointers on taking turn 2 that were huge. So for both Shawn and I, so it's right. These are 2 clips of me getting past coming out of turn 2. Again, these were light class guys. They're supposed to pass us, but huge difference. We appreciate all the help he gave us on the line on turn 2. And he won. So he won him and his buddy, they won light class. That's awesome. Passed on a yellow. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you're peeking the hill. It's kind of hard to see that thing coming, so I don't blame the guy. All right, so second sprint here. Shawn comes in, he's waving his hands, doesn't know what to do there because it's kind of weird. There's a cart in front of him. I grab a chit, and I think I get the right cart here. I think it's cart number 2. This thing was sticky and fast. It was just a joy to drive this kart. So 50 pounds of lead, a little bit of padding. Shawn brings the transponder over. We'd lost our radios by now. It turned out there was a bent connector in one of the bullet connectors on Shawn's radio.
I want to get off the track. Otherwise, I'll wait for you to come over to the building and wave at me.
At least there's not a pole in front of me this time.
You're good.
Visor. The guys at AMP are super friendly, and I mean, honestly, I don't have any problem with the staff. They're great. I mean, they're enforcing the rules, but I mean, they're not dicks about it. Now this kart 2, yeah, it would point in like crazy. So the curves, right, were tons of fun. The only curve it didn't like was it? Turn 4. It would always drift out hard on turn 4, right in front of the pit buildings. that was fun. But here, this corner, it loved this corner. I've never had a cart that would come in as close on this corner as this cart did. And you'll see later it made a big difference because there was a guy I was in a dogfight with. The only place I could get him was on. It's just dead carts everywhere. I think there's the most dead carts I've seen. Granted, I've only had like 2 races here, but there were carts down everywhere. There's a cart like in the last curve. There's a cart out here at the Hammerhead in 16. There's a cart, like 3 carts on turn 2. It's just a mess. Right over there to the right, you'll see one. Now, if you watch close, you'll notice that my left foot kind of exits the vehicle, or at least exits the pedal very frequently. That's because I was cramping pretty bad by this time. I really didn't have enough liquids in me, so I started pulling the left half from the back. So I started pulling it out and kind of putting my foot about halfway back, or in some places you'll see me actually pull it out of the cart and just kind of stuff it over the edge. I kept waiting to get pointed at by a track official. Now somewhere here I think we're going to split to high school game. So Charlie's 7 minutes in. I realized at some point, yeah, nobody wants to watch this, so we'll switch to high school. There we go. So we'll slow down for anything interesting. Alright, this guy, and this is the guy I got in a big dogfight with. We went back and forth a couple of times, so very close. I don't know if he came on the track when I was on there, because I mean, we were pretty even, so it's not like he crept up on me. He starts getting really wide right towards the starting point, and that's where I keep getting him. Too long for braking. I'm like, yeah, dive. There was a girl here today in hot pants. I wouldn't have worn in those carts, even if I did have them. But anyway, yeah, there he goes in front of me again, and I go back in front of him. It was like this, like a lot today. There was a guy with a brown shirt who was in light division, and we must have spent like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes doing exactly that on exactly that corner, day in, day. It was just amazing. I was like, this is funny. We're like laughing and pointing at each other. It was hilarious. But so Hot Pants was like, I don't know how she was doing what she was doing on this corner, like that corner right there. She was always actually hugging the inside, and it was amazing. I mean, it was so fast I couldn't figure out what she was doing. And he's back in front of me again. And I get him back here. Same corner again. He goes drifting out, and I don't have to. High-speed video will make you throw up if you're not careful. Yeah, he kept pushing around, but I kept getting that inside edge, and that was the rule. If you were inside, you hit the corner. And right here, I just went way, way wide and gave him the opportunity, and he was there and took advantage of it. But it's okay, because the big hairpin at the end of the starting grid is coming up. And he went wide there, so it was like, oh yeah, gonna eat him up. Now you see some traffic up in front here. This is where I finally got him off my butt. Yeah, so here I go wide left in 2, which is generally not the passing, but that guy was slow, so no big deal. And here you'll watch when I look back. Yeah, he's stuck on the outside edge over there. Couldn't come wide in 2, and so couldn't maintain any speed, and just got stuck. And he never fixed himself. And we're about done here. Now, I'll point out that Shawn and I finished 2nd in heavy division and 6th overall. More importantly, we were DFL on the starting grid, right? And so that was a big deal, right? I think Shawn's first run, he made up like 7 positions. There's my foot out trying to stop cramping. And I think I made up like 11 or 12 positions on my first run. So it was a great time. We had a great time. Only thing I didn't like was the radios went down, and again, that was just a bent pin on a bullet connector. So, yep, get your butt out to AMP Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia, and because this track is just way too much fun. And I'll be out there again. I don't know if I'm going to do a 10-hour. I like the 1-hour sprints, but I might do a 6, I guess.